What you're up to. But I have a feeling, Dorian, that this time out, Peter and Melinda are not going to get stuck in your little web. You're something, though. You never give up, do you?
Do you think you could excuse us?
Us?
Yes, I would like to have a private conversation with my sister. Melinda!
Charley, if no one's sitting at this table over here, I'm going to take it. Would you give me a refill on this, please?
Sure, Margaret.
Well, listen, I can't stay. I've got to, I'm late as it is. Don't you have time just for a quick drink? I'm sure I could square it away with Tony. Come on, what would you like? I'll have a Diet Cola, Charley.
Right.
Melinda, I've just spent 2 miserable hours since you left Landfair. I really think you've misjudged all of my intentions. In what way? I certainly didn't plan for Peter to use him as a go-between. It's just that I didn't know how to reach you. I left messages all over town. You told me that. And you see, the reason I so urgently wanted to get in touch with you is... Oh, Melinda, I'd like to offer you Landfair for your wedding. I think it'd be so beautiful, all the gardens and the terraces, and of course you'd have the staff. Melinda, I think of that place as much as your home as it is mine. I didn't have to work for it. I got that out of an inheritance. And after all, Melinda, you're my sister. You're my only family. Well, I'll have to talk to Peter about it. Oh, yes, of course. But I can't tell you how pleased I would be if the wedding invitations would read, Dorian Lord requests the honor of your presence at the wedding of her beloved sister. Now, Melinda, you think about it. Try to come up tomorrow for tea, and we could walk around and try to pick out the most beautiful place. Would you try? You don't have to make any commitment now. All right, I'll expect you around 4 o'clock then. Okay. Well, you better go back to playing. I know how conscientious you are. Yes, thank you, Doctor. I'll tell Mrs. Riley when she gets here. Edwina, where's Richard? Well, that's his room, but you can't go in.
Have you heard from the doctor yet?
Yes, he just called. His diagnosis was confirmed.
Fractured skull?
Is he going to be all right? I didn't go into particulars, Becky. But I think we all better face it. Richard is in very, very bad shape.
About you.
A little worried about myself.
Come on, keep me company. Vinnie's supposed to meet me, but as usual, he's late.
I think he's going to meet me for dinner.
Oh, great. Well, until she comes, we can have a cup of coffee together. And then maybe we can all have a drink, to celebrate.
Sounds fine.
You all right? Really? I mean, Vinnie said you were, but I want to be sure.
I'm just fine, Wanda. Jenny and I were very lucky.
No, Jenny was the lucky one to have you with her, take care of her, and keep her spirits up. Ah, it's the late Detective Wolek himself. Doesn't sound right, does it? Honey, go over here.
Hi, Vinnie.
Hi, Uncle Boyd. Hey, Joe. How are you?
What's the matter?
I was at the hospital all afternoon. Richard Abbott's in the hospital. He's got a fractured skull, broken ribs, and who knows what else.
Okay, what happened?
Some guy named Luke Jackson.
Becky's husband.
Yeah. He came over to Abbott's apartment, loaded for bear, knocked Abbott out, left him unconscious in the apartment, and Edwina Lewis came by, and if she hadn't, he would have bled to death from internal injuries. Look, Joe, we've been looking for Vicky all afternoon.
She's going to meet me here at 1. Look, I'm going over to the hospital. Tell her what happened. She can see me there. We're going to tell her during some other time with her.
Is he bad?
Well, it's critical. That's all the doctors would say.
Oh, what about Luke Jackson?
Oh, we arrested him. We're processing him down at headquarters.
Did he admit that he did it?
Well, he said enough. Edwina saw him coming out of the apartment. How do I get a drink around here?
Yes.
Where's Tony?
Oh, he's upstairs.
Beer.
Please.
Please. Is he sick or something?
No, I think he's just a little depressed. He calls every once in a while to see how everything is. He He said something about Pat and Paul getting back together after Paul left the hospital. I guess he doesn't seem to have much hope in that direction.
I took the liberty of taking it out of the box so it wouldn't be so obvious that there was no one home. Well, thank you. Shall I put it on your desk for you? Sure, that would be fine. This is the junk mail, and these are some you might want to look over. How's Paul? Oh, he's fine. As a matter of fact, he's going to be released from the hospital tomorrow, and actually, we just had a long talk about our future. I'm sorry. Please, sit down. Sit down. Oh, thank you. Anna, you've been a very good friend to me ever since I came here, and, well, I think you should know that when Paul is released from the hospital, we're going to separate. I see. Well, he suggested it. Really, I had no choice. I've always known that he was a wonderful and kind and sensitive man, and now I found out that he's an incurable romantic dude. And it's strange to be making that discovery after all these years. Anyway, he knows that I couldn't really give him what he wanted. A new relationship, and so he's releasing me from any obligation that I might feel, and I feel very sad that it's over. I understand. Do you? And can you please explain it to me? Can you tell me why I feel this way? It's the end of a whole chapter of your life. There were great conflicts in it, and some very bad times, but there were good times too, and you and Paul grew very close. Closer than I ever dreamed possible. But you know, he is right. We shouldn't be foolish. We shouldn't take that closeness and that friendship and try to pretend that it was love, no matter how easy or how comfortable it would be to do. Oh man, I'm gonna miss him so much.
Yeah, but that's the point, see? A lot of people aren't aware of that.
Well, I wouldn't have been about a year ago. But I know what it's like to be troubled. And I guess that makes me more aware of other people's pain. All right, I am improving. I have a long way to go. Just hang in there with me, baby, okay?
Doing great, kiddo. I think we're doing great. You know what I better do right now? I had better make reservations there. Because by this time of the year, those cabins are usually all booked up. Hello. Is Mr. Cossack there? Hello, Roger. Hey, buddy, it's Larry Wolek down at Lambview? Yeah, well, no, it has been a while.
Oh, Larry. I lie to you. I play the most terrible kinds of games with you. And you praise me. And you tell me how much you appreciate what I'm doing. How can I ever make up for the awful thing I'm doing to you? She'd be here waiting with you.
She'll get here as soon as she can. I don't know where Miss Riley is. She's Richard's next to kin. Oh, Mr. Riley, I'm so glad to see you.
I just heard. How is he?
Well, there have been no essential changes.
Vinnie said he had a fractured skull?
Yeah, and some broken ribs and a possible punctured lung and some internal injuries.
Edwina, don't.
He's kind of berserk, that guy. Becky? Tell me what set him off.
Yeah, I'd like an answer to that question, too.
Edwina, do something for me, please. I'd like to run down to the cafeteria and get some coffee and sandwiches. We might be here quite a while.
That's all right. I have money.
Right. All right, Becky. Sit down. Kato, what's been going on?
I did Joe say that Becky would be here?
He didn't, but I imagine she'll be along any minute now. Well, this is going to be a big shock to her.
Sure will.
She and Richard are very close. I just can't imagine anybody doing a thing like that.
Well, Well, you know what I can't imagine? I can't imagine somebody as nice as Becky getting involved with an animal like Luke Jackson.
Girls can get fooled, especially girls as young as she.
Yeah, but I mean, after she was married, don't you think that she'd know how he was?
No, she ran away and came up here.
Yeah, but when he came here to Landview, she went right back to him. Now, how do you figure that?
I don't know. That was really great.
Oh, thank you. Charley, can I have a glass of water, please?
You sure can. Here we go, Lynn. Our very best. Sure I couldn't maybe buy you something a little stronger? How you doing, kid?
Hello, Marco.
I love your dress.
Thank you.
I'll bet you had to get an advance on your salary to buy that. You know, now, if you had kept me as a manager, we would have had a wardrobe clause in your contract. So you don't want to reconsider and hire me?
No. I'm very happy here. Tony's great.
See? No hard feelings between us, is there?
No. Well, excuse me.
Charley, how could two sisters be so different?
Beats me.
I mean, that one there is an absolute living doll.
Well, you can say that again.
Whereas her sister, the elder sibling of the man. Oh, what do you say, Dorian? We were just talking about...
What the hell are you up to?
Oh, this is my third, maybe my fourth week.
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
No, Dorian, I really don't. But you know something? Your language is getting to be a wee bit raunchy lately. Now, as a woman of the manor and all this stuff, I mean, don't you think you ought to watch the old image? Because the boys of America are looking up to you to set an example
I'm
for
going
them.
to tell you something, Marco. And I'm going to tell you just one more time. You stay out of things that are none of your affair. Like the relationship between my sister and me.
You mean I can't even talk to her?
You know what I'm talking about.
By golly, I think I do.
I don't know, Mr. Riley. I don't know why I love Kurt Richard any more than you do. I know he's crazy jealous about anybody who got near me.
Especially Abbott.
Yeah, well, he knew that Richard... Well, you've been down in the hill country when you was in the service, right?
That's right, Becky. Eastern Kentucky. Very nice people.
Yeah, but you know how some of those hill people can be. They think of their wife as just a piece of property. I mean, they get upset if anybody looks sideways at her.
Yeah, I know, but Becky, there are people like that all over the world. I did warn Abbott about it.
I did too. I mean, nobody understood it. I mean, that's why I told him I didn't love him. I mean, I didn't want it to happen, and I knew it would. It's all my fault. I should have told him a long time ago.
That you were married. Why didn't you, Becky? You should. Doctor?
I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. Dr. Joe Riley is the name. My wife is Mr. Abbott's cousin.
George Manos, glad to know you.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor. How's he doing?
He took a terrible beating, Mr. Riley.
Yes, so I understand.
For the time being, he's holding his own. He's got a constitution like an ox.
Good. Doctor, this is Becky Lee Hunt. She's a very close friend of Abbott's.
Yeah, we met before. Well, not officially. Glad to know you.
Nice to meet you, Doctor. Think I can go in and see him?
Now? He's completely comatose.
He's what?
He's unconscious, Becky.
Oh, I don't care. I just want to go in there for a couple of minutes, sit on his bed and hold his hand or something.
Doctor, the family wouldn't object if she were to go in.
All right, but 5 minutes only, Miss Hunt.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Mr. Riley.
All right, Doc. Give it to me straight, huh?
come in. She's got to get well.